think for a fair and a considerable amount of time, we have felt, or at least have been convinced through history and through present circumstances, that our presence is as far as white America is concerned, is a step over. You probably wonder why I concern myself so much with white America and why I associate most of my speakings with the idea of the political structure that white America has created. And the main answer I have for your question is it's as simple as just acknowledging the creator of this whole idea that we are inferior and that we do not have the same status as white people. Black people did not just wake up one day and say, we are going to enter a land and be seen as life beyond that of a parasite or that of a pet. That is a system of thinking that has been indoctrinated to us through white philosophy, which has refused any sort of level or meaning to break out of it, which has sadly left us to believe that we do not have any identity beyond the identity that has been created to us by white America. And this is where we need to kind of break through the roots to understand that we have a problem here that involves our culture just not being able to really evolve past these thoughts, all right? And this is all they are at the end of the day. They're thoughts. They're not true. All this idea that there's a group of people who are superior to you, I'm very sorry, they're not God. As much as you would like to hear that these people are gonna drop from clouds in the sky, the only thing they have dropped for you are your years of privilege and your opportunities to grow with ancestry or with the of justifiable reason to actually elevate and to truly bring about a slightly better life for yourself. And this is the main issue that I find you running into, because we never actually had time to actually explore till this day who we are as people. We're always trying to prove otherwise, and through proving a point and realizing that our journey to proving a point has done nothing more than approve of the barrier that white America has set for us, being that we are not seen in the media beyond comedy, beyond sports, beyond anything that can actually elevate our community as a whole. And that's nothing wrong with sports players. I believe there have been some phenomenal black athletes who have done very well for the black community. Muhammad Ali, Jackie Robinson, I could keep going on. I am just saying that we are not all like this. And this is the idea that white America has presented, that for some reason we need to all be just like that. We need to all be playing basketball. We need to all be rapping. We need to all be part of this doctrine, this systematic idea that we are limited to the role of thugs, of gangs, of crimes, rather than teaching our people to become lawyers, to become business owners, to become educators, just like they have done with Africa. You will find that there are, contrary to what white America has taught you about Africa, that we have established land of our own, we have established economies, we have established schools, and we even have people who have attended Nigerian schools, Ghanaian schools, South African schools, and have actually created use of their certificates and their degrees, which have permitted them to come to America and grow beyond that idea that has been presented. And life actually gets interesting when you truly grow to realize that eventually this method of thinking, it's expired. It will never persist. It cannot persist for as long as we realize that playing basketball until the age of 40 is not a long-term solution for our economy, okay? And going out on to musical tracks and basically insulting each other and violently talking about oppressing and substances and violence is not what we have been limited to. And part of this involves you having to actually find the work for yourself, and most importantly, doing some research on your own idea of what you want to accomplish in this world, and not letting white America determine whether or not you are worthy of a degree, whether or not you are worthy of working in their fields, whether you're worthy of working in their jobs, because the answer to that question will always be no. You may tell me there are black people working in white offices. They are always the minority. And additionally, they are usually overworked. They never hold the highest position. And ultimately, they feel that somehow their position there is temporary and not guaranteed. It's not really the same type of thinking that you put into account for someone who comes from Africa, for instance, and is able to understand the American system from a reasonable perspective, one that allows them to keep their African identity and not have to put on a white image to impress a white employer, and rather being adequately suited to truly bring about a positive change and actually pave a way to change America's thinking of black people. And life moves on when you really understand your role and your purpose within the black community. You cannot run away from being black. Not as far as America's concerned. They have made their mind up, and nobody is going to tell you otherwise, because you simply just have to look at how the progress of the black community has been since all of this has been said and done. And sadly, the progress has been rather shocking. And we still, as we speak, are not able to fully sustain something for ourselves without relying on America. And the challenge there is you're depending on a system that has not proven any sort of benefit beyond monetary gain. And money is not the roots of how far we can go. We are not limited to that. We come from areas where we value higher traditions, and these traditions involve those around ethical practices, which have known that you involving yourselves with life beyond the monetary gain has proven to be more beneficial And what I mean by that is you will find yourselves seeing people who have less in Africa and are happier than Americans who are earning more, whether that's through the rap industry or through working a 9 to 5, and who actually have just overall more ambition for life. I think this is one thing that they don't actually teach. It's the overall idea that there is actually life beyond that level of thinking.